you're welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a stylish gown. This guy is going to be having a princess cut, buttons in front and front slits. This means that I'm going to be slashing the front because of the slits. So first of all, I'll cut out the front. So here my fabric is folded into two, and because I'll be slashing the front and I'll join it again, so in front I'm going to be marking out half inch. I'm going to be marking out half inch. My measurement is going to start from this line. If you have fabric like mine that is so rumpled, make sure to iron before cutting out. My neck width is 3.5. Remember, I'm starting from this line to take my measurement. 3.5. Neck depth is 5 inches. That is for the front. My shoulder divided by 2 is 7 inches plus half inch, 7.5. Go down by 1 inch for your shoulder slope. From this shoulder slope, I'll take my armhole measurement divided by 2, 7.5. My bust point is 11 inches plus half inch, and I have 11.5. Under bust is 14 inches plus half inch, and I have 14.5. Waist is 16.5 plus half inch, and I have 17 inches. So from my shoulder to my hip location, my hip point is 26 inches plus 5 inch, and I have 26.5. And my full gown length is 50 inches plus 2 inches sewing allowance, and I have 52 inches here. This guy is going to be having a princess cut, so I will take my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2, and I have 7 inches. Divided by 2 is 3.5, but at the bust here I'll add half inch to it, that is 4 inches, while on the other part I'll maintain my 3.5. I'll take this 3.5 inches to my gown length. I will be making use of 2 inches dart, but at the under bust I'll take 1.5 on this side, 1.5 here and half here. Same thing for the waist. So at the bust I'll go down by half inch. At the hem here I'll make use of 1 inch. I'll divide 1 inch, that is half inch on both sides, like this. Same thing for the hip, half inch on both sides. Then I'll take it straight down. So on the armhole, I'm going to divide my armhole into two, and I have 3.75. Go in by ½ inch. On the armhole here is my bust measurement divided by 4, and I have 9.25. So I'll take a straight line to meet the bust here. From the armhole, from the midpoint, I'll take a straight line to meet the bust. And I'll go up by ½ inch from the bust. On both sides of this line, I'll take ½ inch for my bust dart. Then connect it to that 1 inch. On the last line here, I'll go up by 1 inch to replace our dart. Then create a new armhole, make another curve. So here is our new armhole. So to take our measurements, so at the armhole I have my bust divided by 4, and I have 9.25 here, plus this dart that is here, 1 inch, plus my sewing allowance, 1.5 inches. Then at the waist, my waist divided by 4 is 7.5, plus 2 inches that we took from here, plus 1.5 for my sewing allowance. At the hip, my hip divided by 4 is 9.75. 9.75. Then measure this dart that is here, 1 inch, plus 1.5 sewing allowance. Then anything you have at the hip here, you take it to your gown length. You take your 9.75, your 1 inch dart, and 1.5 sewing allowance. But if you want a pencil gown, you can minus 1 to 2 inches at the gown length here. So mine, I want it to be a bit pencil, so I'll remove 1 inch from here, from the gown length. now to cut out the back. This is the center front. I place it like this. The back is also going to be having a princess dart. And for the side front, the one that has the bust, I'm going to fold out the bust here. I'll fold it out like this. That's just the difference. Okay. Here is my waist. I want to remove my zip bulge. And I will not be replacing it because this fabric is stretchy. I won't be replacing it. I'll take out 1 inch from the waist here. When I work with a stretchy fabric, I don't replace it. Then for the neckline, the back neckline, I'm making use of 1 inch for the depth.
Sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want.
So before I start sewing this, I'm going to iron first because it's so rumpled, so I'll get my accurate measurements. It looks more beautiful. So I'm going to join my pieces together. First, this is the center front. You know it has an opening, so I'm going to join the opening with 1/2 inch. Remember I said the front is going to be having a slit, so the length of your slit depends on you. You decide where you want it to stop, and join the sides with 1/2 inch. I'll do the same thing for the back and fix my zip. So these are my 2 sleeves. I wanted to make a balloon sleeve, but the fabric is not big enough, so I'm just going to make out something from this. So my sleeve length is, so the roundness of my sleeve divided by 2 is 8 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance. I started from the folded parts here. Then for my cap, 4 inch cap height, 4 inch. Now take my 4 inch, I'll just connect it here. And I'm not going to be shaping out the sleeve, I'll just follow this. I'll be using elastic at the down part here, so I'll do something like this, then cut out. So I'm going to fix my sleeve, then use an elastic band. I have this 1/2 inch elastic band. I'll use it on the down part. I'm going to sew in 1/2 inch inside, then fix my elastic band on it. I'll do the same for the other sleeve. After that, I'll tag in my buttons. Here is the front, here is the center front. So on this center front now, I'm going to use my hand needle and thread to tag in the buttons. So you can measure the interval with your tape, or you can just guess it. So I'm going to use my hand needle and thread to tag it. So after tagging the buttons, I'm going to fold my slit, my front slit. I'll fold my front slit and also fold the hem. I'll be right back to show you the final outcome.